if you get a chance, I know you got bigger players and like Mbappe's broken in this game. Like every time I go against him, like I'm just waiting to get an Mbappe. But if you need something that's like around the milli price and you're waiting to save up, you can invest into Shuker and he will get the job done. Like I didn't expect him to be good, bro, but he's actually pretty damn nice for me. So yeah.
Another shout out as well. I come up against Klosterman a lot. That German centre back, he is fantastic.
Who y'all think is the best cheap player in the game? And when I say cheap, I'm saying like under like 200, maybe 150.
Most annoying, Klosterman for me.
Jay?
Under 250. I would have to probably say like Lucas is annoying to play, like trying to defend him. I would say Lucas cheap.
All right. Ousmane Dembele by a long shot.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that Barca Dembele was already right, I think. But maybe not. But this competition, this National League, Nations League, whatever they call it, Nations League, that's what it's called. I know a lot of people are saying it's not a friendly competition, right? But at the end of the day, for me, it's a pointless they just try to get friendlies to be more competitive. That's really what it came down to, in my opinion. They wanted friendlies to be a little bit more competitive.
They wanted people to watch it.
And my only argument is this. If you're allowing people to travel now for these why did we cancel the Euro? And somebody will tell me, well, it was the peak of we don't know when the peak's gonna be of this thing. No one understands this COVID thing. The peak could be this winter. The peak could have been when it first started. So for someone to be like, oh, we had to cancel the Euro because it was during the peak of it. No, it was the time that we didn't know stuff and the peak could be coming. Either way, we're not going to get into the politics of it. I just hope we don't get our leagues canceled because of...
It's going to happen. It's going to happen 100%. Look, I agree. I agree.
I'm a Liverpool fan. I like to get them shots in. I'm sorry.
I don't mind them.
For me, the whole thing is just, I don't know. I think eventually, I think Ronaldo, I think there comes a point when you're just like, yo, I can't do it at this level. I think his ego will make him stop playing. Because if he's not getting Ballon d'Ors and winning stuff, I think at some point you kind of walk away, those two guys.
I think it'll be injuries, and that's the same with Bieber as well. Injuries is what.
Yeah, it's a tough situation, dude, because now if our leagues get canceled, then we're all sitting in the house bored. I mean, we still got FIFA, but then there go the one to watches, team of the weeks, all that stuff. If we miss Ronaldo versus Messi, are you guys not looking forward to that game?
I am looking forward to that game. I really, really am.
Like, think about it. This could be the last time that we ever see those two guys on the field together.
I doubt that, bro. They're going to play.
Nah,
forever.
Ronaldo said already. World Cup 2020. That's it. 2022.
No.
Sorry, 2022.
That's still a long time away. And when he gets to that point, he'll probably be like, I'm still going to play.
That's impossible. How old is he? 37?
35.
Yeah, but we're not seeing him now. He's still better than half of the players.
Yeah. Guys, Messi and Ronaldo retired. The first thing on FIFA, what's their moments icon card look like? Is it 99s? I had this go back and forth on my chat forever. Do they get 99s or they lob them both 98s?
What, as prime moments?
They're prime moments because this is a moment in their career.
99.
Both of them?
Yeah, 100%.
People keep saying they'll get 100, but I don't think EA will ever drop 100 cards. I don't think it's in the database for them to drop 100 cards.
I don't think it'll ever go to 100.
Not on Ultimate Team, but they have on FIFA.
You make it a one-time code. I get that. But imagine I open a pack, I hit a R9, and then instead of putting the code into the game, I just put it straight onto eBay. How much would an R9 sell for on eBay? A moment's R9, if you could have the code.
Well, people were doing that anyway, weren't they? Because that item was so rare. In the past two FIFAs, people were doing that anyway.
Oh, they were selling their accounts?
Yeah, they were selling
Not selling the accounts, but if you wanted the card, you were paying extra for it behind closed doors type thing.
Oh, I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, it was happening big last year.
I think the year before as well with that one specific card.
I didn't know that was happening.
I wouldn't like to know how much his price range would be. Sorry, his price would be if price ranges were involved.
Oh, like what it would go all the way up to?
Yeah, what would you guess? Like if you
probably 30 mil. 30 mil. I think 30 mil.
That stage of the game, I think people maybe go over that to get him.
You think?
So? Over that?
You think someone 30 mil though, Bates?
I would love to be able to do that, and you see a lot of companies doing it now, don't you? Where they're selling these cards, and there's a lot of interest and a big market for it as well.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I personally think if EA sold the packs, I would buy them simply so I could just have, like, dude, imagine being able to go into a collection book and having FIFA 11, 12, and every card.
That would
like
be sick.
That would be so sick. Obviously, you can't do it because they can't sell cards or whatever. But like, because at like, well, at a late young age, I remember being a little kid, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro, man. I used to go to the comic shop and I used to try to find a way to like almost steal those cards because I was addicted to opening these Pokemon packs. Like, do you think like, or just in general, like it's bad for just kids to open up these packs from a young age or no? Even the Pokemon ones.
I've got a young kid. I've got an 8-year-old boy, and I would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can speak of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't let him go near the Ultimate Team.
No.
But then again, he loves opening like. He actually loves opening Pokemon cards. Not the old. I would never let him near the old stuff because that's way too expensive. But like the new stuff, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But he absolutely loves opening the Pokemon cards.
Okay. The funnest striker that I've used so far is Shuker. Didn't expect him to be as good as he is. His 87 icon card. It's really, really good. 4-star, 4-star. It just does things I didn't expect him to do. I think he's like 6 foot as well, and he like moves super nice. Just feels good on the ball. He's probably one of my favorite strikers that I've used. Lucas up there is just broken. I think Ben Yedder's broken as well. These are like lower tier cards. For the midfield, man, maybe, I don't know if it's popular opinion or unpopular opinion, one of my favorite midfielders. Haven't really gotten Conte on my team, but Valverde is by far my favorite midfielder that I've used, CDM that I've used so far. And then for center backs, I think it's going to be Varane over VVD. I like Varane a lot.
Really?
He's really good for me.
Who's the smaller players or just the big players?
So I played a lot of draft. So there's a few smaller players I've used and like having to play around with them.
Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want top tier players, which I like?
Yeah. You know, for people to rock.
So I tried Eto. Didn't really get on with him. Wanted to get on with him because he's one of my favorite players. But baby Eusebio. I treat myself this year to baby Eusebio, and he is nippy. Very, very sticky striker and finishes majority of everything, as you would expect for 5 million coins. Midfielder, Kante. So a little bit of a tip for you guys who are looking for defenders and defensive midfielders. You're looking for 2 specific stats, right? Interceptions and defensive awareness. If both of them stats are high, you've got a fantastic player. Kante is absolutely everywhere in my team. Clears up everything. Then defenders, I'm going to go with Virgil on this one. I've got Virgil and Maldini, but I'm going to go with Virgil as my centre back as well.
I'll cut you off real quick because the one thing I find to be wrong with the pro scene is this, and I think this is the biggest thing. I think if you want to find the best players in the world, you need to open up a beta, and for this weekend, let everyone have the best players, the same teams, have the open everything for them and let them go play. Because if someone comes in with a team with Ronaldo, Neymar, and Messi, and they face somebody with the Hullet, R9, and Messi, you're not finding the best players in the world. You're finding they're all great players that are at this thing competing, but you're not finding the best people aren't going to the actual event because of them not either wasting the funds or wanting to get that big team to be able to compete. So I think the whole pro scene is done wrong. I feel bad for the pros. I think EA really needs to work on that. And going back real quick, I do like what they did with Rivals though, because I've never been a big fan of national football. I love national football and like national team football, and like when Portugal loses, I get really sad. But it's not the same connection you have with like a club. Like your club level is just like, because you see them week in, week out.
Yeah, well, you remember, like, you're quite old. You think both of you guys.
Whoa!
Hey, relax,
I'm young. I still got a full set of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, man.